Hello, welcome to 30 minutes of SnowRunner running on the PC at 4K. It's pretty much very similar to MudRunner, but visually it's massive improvement. Only difference I tend to find at the moment is the horrible crossovers with the hands, but the graphics are still good on it. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the map. So as we've just started out, there's nothing really unlocked. We've got our first mission, which I'll select in a minute, but there's a couple of these waypoints here. These need to be sort of unlocked to uncover the map and unlock more contracts, which is the main sort of purpose of the game, is to do jobs, which is kind of why I was more interested in this than the MudRunner, even though the MudRunner was really good. I like the idea of the snow as well, different weather effects in this game, which is excellent, which you'll see as you play through. Yeah, it's telling me to go in lower gear for going through sort of rough terrain like this mud. I was hoping to get through it quite nicely, but should be okay. Let's check. Yeah, it's just got four-wheel drive or the four-wheel diff lock. Yeah, so the graphics are pretty nice, really nice to look at. Quite colourful compared to the original MudRunner. So on this mission, should I get there in one piece? We have to fix a bridge in 2 stages, so what I'm going to do first of all is go to the marker that you can see the far right. A little bit of damage, and get to the vehicle that we need to transport some metal and some wood. This isn't the best vehicle, this is the vehicle you start with, but yeah. So it's just telling us about dirt, mud, water, rocky slide, snow and ice, and the terrain, how it's kind of changed. And you'll need to change different types of vehicles as you progress through the game in order to sort of like get to certain areas. You should be able to ride through this. A little bit dangerous there, water levels, but that's okay. Should be able to push through. Just going to push through this. There's our first fueling station, which I don't need at the moment, so I'm not going to bother with that. Try to avoid this mud as much as possible. It is pretty treacherous, going through it, unfortunately. If you get stuck in that, you might have to winch yourself out. So we come up to the first Watchtower, so as you can see on my map, there's not much uncovered, but as soon as I uncover this Watchtower, it should open up more space. I'll show you afterwards. Okay, so the Watchtower is uncovered. I did notice a bug on this game. If you move away from the Watchtower and you go some distance away from it, where it says launch observation at the bottom near the truck, that doesn't go away. So you would have thought the further you go away from the Watchtower, that would disappear, but it doesn't. You have to click on it again. It does the animation like this, and then it disappears. So that is one bug. So we need to go to the right and go down here. Get to another marker. It's a bit of a steep drop, but that should be okay. Let's try to stay more to the left. That mud is pretty bad. So we'll get back on the main track. Should be coming up to the first vehicle. If you look to your right, a bit of damage there. If you look to your right, that's the lumber mill, which we'll have to go and get some logs later, or some planks to finish off the bridge construction. It can be a little bit dodgy up this bit, even though it looks pretty fine. That mud is so bad. You don't want to get stuck in that. So come to the first vehicle, which you need to switch to. Don't want to winch. Yeah, I'm using an Xbox controller. Just find it a lot easier to use than the keys and all that. But own preference. This should be a lot faster and easier to drive. So let me go to my quest. It's got the Steel River Township. So if I click on this, the old bridge construction, and just going to mark it to say that's where we need to go. So first of all, we need metal planks and wooden planks. So we need to get the metal planks first. Just check that's the right place to go to. So we are here. We're going to have to go up to there to get the planks first. So down to the bottom here, take a left. This thing's got some interesting suspension on it. It does bounce quite a lot. I thought it was originally because it had weight on it, but even without the weight, it still bounces. So you may have to drop your speed down at some certain places, otherwise you'll damage the vehicle, if you're that sort of person. Sometimes I don't really care, just put your foot down. But depends if you need the vehicle again. So next left here, we should be able to pick up the metal planks. This is the awkward thing about the camera. So if I take, should be able to turn right here. I think this should be it, unless it's the other section. Oh yeah, it's next one down. Sorry about the bin. I won't be replacing it. So you've got a trailer just there, which you can unlock. It's got some stuff in it already, I'm not sure what it is. So we've got the metal planks, so that's fine. Now all we need to do is go here to the old bridge, and then we can place those planks down. I'd be quite interested to know if you knock down these signs and then go to a different part of Canada in the game. I think there's 3 different areas, and come back to this one with the signs be replaced. I would hope to think so, but you never know. So I should be able to just do a straight run directly to the bridge. You'll see this thing bounce quite a bit. See how bouncy it is? As you can see, you got rain effects. It does also snow in the game. One thing I noticed is that, say for instance, now it's raining. If you look in the cockpit, there's no way to turn the wipers on, and there's no water effects on the screen either, which is a bit of a shame. They have put the mirrors in this time. You can see the mirrors compared to SnowRunner, where it was just completely frosted, I think. So they have added sort of extra details to the game, which is really nice. It just looked absolutely amazing on the PC at 4K. It just looks really nice. So it looks like coming up to some water that we came up to before. This should just sail through quite nicely. Bigger vehicle. Better suspension. It's probably got overall better weight distribution on it as well, but looks nice, doesn't it, with the rain hitting the ground. Looks quite realistic. Did you notice that in the darkness there's little eyes of animals staring at you? Which would have been a nice feature on the game actually, to see like deers or rabbits or wildlife sort of crossing the roads, or just some more life in the game really, instead of it just being a derelict city. Perhaps that'd be a new thing for the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. So let's just make sure we're going in the right direction, which we are not. We're heading in the wrong direction. We just passed the bridge, so I'm going to have to reverse. Too busy talking, not paying attention. Lucky enough, didn't get that far. Level of detail on the trucks are fantastic, aren't they? Landscapes looks absolutely lovely. So coming up to turning on the right. So all we need to do is park in the blue area and then unload, and it will show you the construction of the bridge, all part of it. Just need to go into the quest and select it. Yeah, these things you've got to activate, which is a bit unusual, but So repairing the bridge, find the materials you need to repair the bridge and deliver them to the bridge. Okay, so let's unload this cargo management. As you can see, the construction of the bridge, this is the metal part. So that's the first part of the bridge done. We can then go off and find the other part of it to put the wooden planks down so we can actually cross it. So we need to go to the lumber mill. Oh, I thought I was going to 13 damage. The sort of thing you don't want to do, really. Destroying your own vehicles before you start the game. I'm just trying to rush this a little bit, but so because we want the lumber mill, we can either go up this way, across that way, up that way, which I probably will do that because it might be easier to do. Plus we've got a better vehicle for the mud. Hopefully. I say that. I think I'm going to winch it. Probably stick to the main roads on the way back, to be honest. Take a right to the left here. So we are close to the lumber mill. It's just this should be interesting on this slope. I have to watch my speed. So getting quite close to the lumber mill. We just need to park up and load up. So we've got that, so we can head back to the mill. so we can go out and take a right and be on the road. It's a shame that you can't buy those houses as an additional thing. Come out to the water, again, just fly for that quite nicely. Let's try not to miss the turning this time. So I come out to the bridge. So now it starts to build the rest of the bridge, which is the wooden part on the road. So once you progress through the quests, it unlocks your driver rank, which then opens up more vehicles and more of the area. So you get experience points and also money, which is quite obviously useful to buy new vehicles. And you get to see the garage as well at a later stage. So the bridge repairs could be being completed, and the last objective for this sort of quest is to find the garage, which I believe is just beyond the bridge. Let me just have a look. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a travel to go up there. There is a nice vehicle here. I would advise you to get that if you're going to be scouting, because that vehicle is, I think it's that one, maybe a different one. But it's like two Jeeps in this area, and one's really nice and bouncy, the other one is a bit dodgy. So now the bridge is repaired, we can just go over it. So that's closed off because there's damage to the road. So we might be able to I think we would have to go this route here. That's a bit of a tight squeeze. Just thinking maybe we could pass it, but I think that's wishful thinking. I think we have to take the long way around. So obviously once you've got the garage unlocked, you can then recover any vehicles to the garage that are broken down or destroyed. So we want to go left. So when you are doing this bit, it's probably best once you've done the bridge to switch to a different vehicle, such as a Jeep, and just kind of do the finding the garage part without this heavy vehicle, but not too far away from it anyway. Just put the lights on. It's starting to get dark. Just make sure I'm going in the right place. Yes. Sign there for Rock Falls. Got some water coming up. I stick to the right side. It's a bit rocky there, but so we're coming up to the garage. So we discovered a garage, so we can then look at the garage before I end the video. So that's a engageable AWD. So get to the garage, get 200 experience points and 850 pounds or dollars, whatever you want to look at it. So once you're in the garage, you can then look at different options you've got. You can modify your vehicles to visuals stuff. You've got the rooftops, front bumpers, exhaust, rims on the tyres. Different paint jobs for your vehicle. And you can change the engine sizes, winch, differential lock, spare tyres and so forth. And then you've got the truck store where you can purchase different trucks at different costs. They do cost quite a bit, but as you progress through the game, you're bound to get enough money for that. Some of the vehicles you can only find once you've explored the map as well. So once you've done the first mission, it makes you go to the different area. So if you want to do some of the quests in the current area that you're working on, it's probably best to stay there until you go to this garage, because it would automatically make you go to a different area completely. Okay, so I hope that sort of give you a good idea of MudRunner. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more videos, but as there's quite a lot of more professional YouTubers out there doing videos and stuff, but I just thought I'd do my own sort of first look at the game, as I do quite enjoy it, and I know that a lot of people do like playing it. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers. Bye for now.